Hello YouTube, welcome along and welcome to, well, just two guys talking about the event that is taking place next week.
Yes.
Basically I'm going on holiday from tomorrow, so I thought instead of like getting really stressed out and scared and playing any in isolation, we'll talk about E3, the rumours that are coming of what games are coming, and potential announcements, possibly, and what we hope to see.
Yeah.
Since, you know, just mix things up a little bit. Don't worry about the footage. It's just background footage. You guys can literally just go away and listen to us if you want, and make a cup of tea or have a meal or something. Perfectly fine. You're not missing anything. Anyway. I think let's get the first thing out of the way. The two missing conferences.
Oh, so
Sony and EA are not having EA are going to be there. They're going to have their EA Play thing.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot.
Sony are not there.
Sony are not here. Sony are literally like gone. We've won this generation. We don't need to do Jack Daily Squad anything else. And it's a shame because the one thing I hate.
I think their reason was right though. Like,
yeah,
they don't
need to do it.
It's not just that. It's I think they don't have anything massive to show off.
Yeah.
Really, other than Death Stranding.
Yeah.
You can't have a conference. I mean, you could, and everybody would still go to see it. But like, you can't really just go. Yeah, welcome to a conference. Here's our one game.
I would go to a 2-hour conference if it was only presented by Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
I would do that. You would go to a 2-hour conference if it was presented by Del Toro.
Yeah, I would. I really would.
So, you know, it's not that they couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, really, you shouldn't do it.
Also, did I introduce you into the video?
No, you
No, I didn't. MrMaxwell is here, because otherwise I'd be just talking to myself. And that, I mean, I'm crazy enough as it is, but I'm not that insane. Yet. Give it time.
And I think EA, after the awful year that they have had, after Battlefront, then Battlefield 5 with the crap that happened with that, and then
the pièce de résistance of dumpster fires, known only as Anthem.
Yeah. Oh.
A game that's still, like, 6 months after launch, is still in a terrible, terrible state.
It's dead. It's dead.
It's a looter shooter with no loot.
It's not coming back. The only way that game is going to be better is if they make a sequel, and that's not going to happen.
No.
With how bad. Done.
And I think I've said before, but I do not trust EA at all to give companies time to fix the level of fixing that Anthem needs. EA are not going to give them that much time. No, it's not going to happen. I mean, if they, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
Well,
but I don't think I will.
Fair, after you read the report, that was
Kotaku's news report. Yeah.
Yeah. After reading that, like, if you were EA, I wouldn't trust BioWare as far as I can throw. Like, they just honestly seem like they don't have an absolute clue what they're doing.
Yeah, it's weird. Everyone was like shitting on EA.
Yeah, and then that report came out, and it just seems like it was this. It's all
BioWare magic.
Like, would you trust BioWare now?
No.
After reading that report,
although if you guys can find my us talking last year, because we did this last year, not what we want to see in E3 beforehand, but we did just comment on a few of the conferences last year, and I did say if this was old BioWare like Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and beforehand, I would be like more confident in that game, but the fact it's not that BioWare is no longer around. But anyway, we're digressing in the past at the moment. We will be going back into the past with certain companies. Bethesda. Anyway. Anyway, we'll just quickly skim over EA because, like I said, they got the EA Play, and the rumors are not really rumors.
I don't
we
imagine
probably already know what.
Much.
Yeah,
It's going to be sports games.
It's mostly going to be your next FIFA, your next Madden. They
NHL.
may decide to show ice hockey fans some love and show a clip.
Of one guy.
Yeah, they'll probably show about the NBA game. They may decide to release a golf game. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
But like the things that may be interesting, Apex Legends Season 2 is probably going to be announced. Although Apex Legends users are apparently they're falling off a cliff now,
yeah.
which is
which is a shame.
Yeah,
I think because it's not bad.
It's not a bad game. You don't like.
I'm not
Battle
a battle
Royale.
royale.
You're not a Battle
so
Royale
I
fan.
don't touch
And
Apex Legends. But it does look alright. I'm not gonna.
Apex
bash
Legends.
on it.
Apex Legends for me came out at pretty much the worst time.
Yeah.
In a sense that not because I didn't want to play it or I had everything else, but I didn't want to put it on my PC because there'd be no one I'd play with it on my PC, and my PlayStation 4 at the time just had no space.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it's like Ubisoft. By the way, we'll be getting to Ubisoft, but Ubisoft, you need to fix your friggin' update system. I do not want to have 90 gigabytes of free space available just for when you do an update for the Division 2. Good God, man! I mean, it's like nearly half, like nearly 100 gigabytes free space, and I can't use it because if I do, the Division 2 doesn't update. It's just... anyway. But Apex Legends Season 2 could be interesting. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And this would be a game I would be massively hyped... Well, yeah, massively hyped for. If there wasn't 2 letters involved in it.
It wasn't EA. If EA wasn't
if
there.
EA wasn't involved in this, I would actually be... Well, actually, no.
I think
if
that's...
Activision was actually... If Activision... EA, Activision or Bethesda were involved in it in some way, it'd be this level of hype. As in none.
You could have the unholy trinity. All 3 of them involved in one game.
Oh, God. that would be horrendous. It would be... The thing is, alright, you know it'd be the worst of all 3. So it would be a Bethesda buggy game.
Yeah.
With EA and Activision
microtransactions all over the place. It would be like, you want to fix your game? You're going to buy this?
Yeah. But yeah, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I mean, I think everyone's seen the trailer.
I have not.
Have you not?
No, I have not. Star Wars games have never interested me.
You are not the giant Star Wars fanboy.
I like the movies.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just
You're not the massive fan who literally looks at Poe Dameron and goes, "Fuck you! You are not Wedge Antilles."
Yes.
Until you go and survive another Death Star run, then come back to us with that giant.
You know what's going to happen in the next movie, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's still not going to be good enough. He's still not going to be as good as Wedge Antilles. We all know this.
So yeah, I haven't actually seen the trailer, and if I'm honest, I'd rather because it's not a gameplay trailer, is it?
No, it's mostly.
I would rather wait for a gameplay trailer before I even. Which we might see. We might actually get to see some gameplay.
The things we know about it though is it's a single player game.
It's alright.
Which the one thing the entire fan base has been asking for, screaming for. Like, we don't want multiplayer. We don't want battle royale. We don't want all this shit. Just give us a story-driven single-player campaign.
Star Wars game. That would be nice.
And despite the fact that we kind of shit on the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order last year when it was announced.
Well, it wasn't the game that we shit on. It was the way it was
Oh,
presented.
yeah, the way it was
because
presented.
that guy did not know.
Then again, right? Now that they've said it's a single player game, it makes sense the way EA did it because EA clearly don't like single player games. Clearly. So yeah, that's pretty much. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else from EA really.
You never know. We might actually get a new IP. It is E3.
We're talking about EA here.
I know we're talking about EA, but what I'm saying is like...
And technically the new IP is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay, so
EA.
a new IP, like one that nobody knows about.
No, you hold too much. You are very, very optimistic.
I'm in a good mood today. I'm very, very optimistic. I'm giving EA the benefit of the doubt. You never know, it might
Despite
happen.
the fact that they've done nothing to deserve it.
Was it last year when they showed off, or it might be the year before, the one where it's the two prisoners and they're getting out?
Yeah, oh, that's their. We're being nice to indies. We're helping indies.
But still,
yeah, maybe there may be one of those.
It's still something. You gotta give them a bone every now and then. You gotta give them praise for these sort of things because otherwise they take it away. All right.
What, they haven't already taken it away?
No, it's still there. It's still there.
Anyway, that's pretty much EA. They haven't really got that much.
Nothing massive.
Nothing that I could find. I've not like scoured the depths of the internet for all the rumours.
There's nothing.
I've done searches. I've done a look at a couple of websites and nothing really else regarding rumour wise potentially.
There's nothing massive.
Like I said, I'll say it again, and I will say it every year. EA, if you really want people to give a shit about FIFA anymore, except for those that are literally addicted to your football little bit team and its gambling mechanics, give us a goddamn multiplayer career.
Yeah.
Please, thank you, and we'll leave it at that. Anyway. Apparently, schedule-wise, Microsoft are next.
I'm expecting Microsoft to do the exact same thing they did last year.
Show loads of
which is just throw games in our face.
Well, yeah, a lot of people said Microsoft won last year, which is wrong. Devolver Digital won last year, and they're going to win it.
Devolver Digital always win.
Devolver Digital won last year. They're going to win this year. We all know this. They've already stated that they've got a $500 budget for alcohol.
They've won.
Clearly,
they've won.
Clearly, they are cutting back on the alcohol.
Yes, they are clearly cutting back on that.
Clearly, but it's still going to be amazing. Wouldn't make no sense whatsoever, but it's going to be amazing. Anyway, back to Microsoft. We will try and stick on these lines. We will not diverge.
Yes, we will not diverge.
We'll try not to have as many tangents as we usually do when we
did this last time.
Well, when we just talk, usually. But yeah. Microsoft, I think I agree with you. They're probably going to throw a lot of games at us. Probably some we saw last year, some that we can't remember because there was that many.
I know. There's a rumor of they're going to maybe showcase a new console. I doubt it because was it last year when they showed off the Xbox One X?
No,
it was the year before. Yeah, I don't think they're going to show anything off yet because you got to remember what's it called? Project Scorpion. They have only
the PlayStation, the Xbox version of the PlayStation Pro.
Pro. No. I know they have something called at the moment. It's Project something, and I don't think they're going to show anything off yet.
I think we're coming to the end of this console life cycle.
It's
been almost 5 years. I think next year is going to be the last year, but I can understand if they do, but then another part of me is like, they may just keep quiet about it because Sony's not here. And the one thing I've always noticed with Sony when they follow Microsoft is they seem to always go, okay, let's do this. This will beat Microsoft's conference, so let's do this.
Yeah.
They always seem to have that. Maybe it's just happenstance and coincidental, but it just seems to happen too often for to be just a coincidence. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, maybe. But anyway, but no, next gen console, maybe.
I don't think they're going to show it off. What I'm saying is, I think they're going to maybe announce the console, what its name is, and all that.
Yeah, we won't get.
As long as they don't do the thing that they've done with the Xbox One S, where it's just a completely digital console. Have you seen that? They've done a completely digital one, so that there's no.
Oh God, yeah! Please no.
Disc thing now.
No, please.
And
if any computer developer, console developer, every sort of developer possible, right? There are certain places in the world where the internet is not good enough to just do streaming. Also, there are people like me who would prefer to have a physical copy
of your game
than actually have just a digital version. I mean, I don't mind Netflix going and watching, but there are certain things on Netflix that I go, I really, really, really want a Blu-ray collection of you. I really want a Blu-ray. Prime example, Violet Evergarden.
Yes.
Prime example, Violet Evergarden. I want that series on Blu-ray. That's what I want. In UK, I don't want to have to bloody buy a international Blu-ray and then ship one from overseas. I don't really want to do that. I may have to do that, but I don't want. But anyway,
we're digressing again.
But no, it's the example I'm giving in regards to like. I don't like this whole moving on to streaming only, digital only system, because it's like there is only a finite amount of space on a console, or a PC. I mean, we're getting cheaper and more expansive memory, and solid state drives are getting much cheaper and bigger, and that's brilliant. But you're still talking about a finite amount of space, and games are always getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, friggin' hell. I remember when we complained on the PS3 that a game needed a 500 megabyte fucking installation, and now we've got 50 gigs.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous. It's 100 times more, and it's just so. It's like, no, give us the option. I mean, if you want to digitally distribute it, then fine, but give us the blooming choice. Anyway. So, yeah, there's that. I don't like the fact that they're going to start shipping out consoles that only have digital.
I don't think they're going to. I think there was a bit of a backlash when they did that. Yeah. There was people that were just like, well, this is just stupid.
Also, it's like streaming services. It's like, what happens when the servers go eventually?
Yeah.
All those games that you had access to will be gone. The only way you can guarantee you're going to have a game and have it till the end of time, as long as your console works or your PC works, is actually have a physical copy.
Yeah.
And even then,
you never know.
If you're certain games and the company decides to stop support for it, and they don't switch off the DRM, even then, you can have the physical copy. Still won't be able to play it. But anyway. Anyway, rant over. Fable. There's rumours.
There was a rumours of that last year, and that never came out.
Yes. But the rumours are starting to pick up again, and
there's more validity to them this time.
Well, maybe there's more than just a couple of rumours. It may turn out as nothing.
If I'm honest, it wouldn't surprise me if they announced a new Fable. I'm not. Again, mainly because I'm more PlayStation than I am Xbox. Not that asked about Fable.
But some people will be interested.
Yeah.
I think the premise of Fable is always good. It's never delivered on its promises.
Yes,
never has. That doesn't make it a bad game. It's just 9 times out of 10.
Fable's always been the game that has promised the world and delivered. It's always been that game.
Yeah.
And so I think people, it'll get bought. People will buy it, and people know what to expect from Fable. So people know to expect. They're going to promise you everything, and the kitchen sink, and then only get the kitchen sink.
So, obviously, we'll probably see more Gears.
Yes, which
Gears 5.
I'm looking forward to.
The only reason
the only reason I have an Xbox is Gears.
Yeah. And obviously, they have those two spin-offs, Gears Pop and Gears Tactics. Gear Tactics.
It's Stranger Gear. Which I'm quite surprised they weren't released last year, like this year going, because especially the Tactics one, because we got a full gameplay trailer and everything of that last year, and the Pop one seems more like a mobile game.
Yeah.
By the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I think that generally looks more like that's going to be a
It
mobile
could
game
be
than anything else.
possibly a mobile game.
Although, if they're going to give me Gears of War 1, basically, but everybody's a Pop, yeah. Just yes.
Gears of War 1's not exactly a bad game, so if that goes out into the mobile, then in an actual playable way.
No, like just on console.
Oh, on console.
It's exactly the same, but everybody's a Pop.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a very good idea.
I'm totally down for that.
And obviously the Master Chief himself.
Oh,
Halo Legends.
Halo Legends will probably get a gameplay trailer.
Probably. Again, rumors are they've said it's going to be an open world one.
Yes.
Which, again, for a first person,
I think because Halo is. The first Halo, well, the first couple of Halos, they're kind of semi-open world.
Yeah, the big selling point of like Halo when it first came out was like these huge, open like arenas and areas to like traverse and fight and play.
Right.
But the actual gameplay, it was still pretty linear. You you had to get from one point to another through this giant, massive area. The problem with open world games is the pacing and the stories usually end up as they're not as good. Usually,
Unless you're Rockstar.
Unless you're Rockstar.
In which case you generally do make a good story and a good
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, generally do, and then you release your online mode and put all your effort into that and say fuck you to all the single player games. Even though it sucks, yeah. Even if it is a terrible...
I don't know if Halo... I think Halo's going to go back to being it's going to be a semi-open world. I don't think it's going to be a full open world.
Well, if that's the case, then that should be fine. A lot of people will enjoy that.
Because I think otherwise... Because Rage has come out, and there's been a couple of other first-person shooter open world games. I think they've come out. I could be wrong.
Well, you got Rage. You've got Far Cry.
Far Cry New Dawn. Fallout.
I'm sorry, you can't call that an open world shooter. It doesn't work well enough to be a shooter. The game needs to work first. Sorry for shitting on Fallout 76 and you guys like it, but Bethesda really deserves...
I was just talking about Fallout 4. I wasn't. I was not talking about. Well, I can see Halo working as an open world
if done right.
If done right, yeah.
Don't
do what Rage did.
The problem is that it's 363 games.
Is this their first one though?
No. It's the ones who did the last couple of Halo games, and they've not been like Fallout. Not Fallout. Halo 5 was it the last one, the one that they sold as the Master Chief versus that other Spartan.
Yeah,
and it basically wasn't that at all. It had one scene, and you were that. I mean, if I was a Halo fan, I'd be pissed at that because they made a massive deal out of it. It was like advertising and everything. But anyway, so there's that. Nothing else I could dig up with what potentially could be happening.
Like I said, I think Microsoft is just going to throw games at us.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be. We're going to get.
There will be
CD Projekt Red's.
Yeah, that'll probably happen on Microsoft.
Cyberpunk will probably appear on
Cyberpunk 2077, where everyone will
everybody will lose their mind.
Yeah.
Over another like 30 seconds of gameplay.
Probably.
So
it looks amazing, CD Projekt Red. Though you have to admit that.
Cyberpunk
looks amazing.
It looks amazing, but you know,
and we all know the vast majority of people are going to be making either Blade Runner characters.
It's going to be Ghost in the Shell. It is going to be Ghost in the Shell.
You're going to get... Basically, if you watch anime, you're going to be making Motogo Kusanagi. If you don't watch anime, probably people from Blade Runner.
It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous.
So that is literally what is going to develop. And then obviously those that want to make themselves.
Although, actually, I reckon now because of Alita came out, we're going to get a load of Alita stuff.
That's very true. Yes, there'll be quite a few people making Alitas, which is perfectly fine. Alita's a badass character, and she's friggin' awesome. So that's Microsoft.
Are we going to talk about maybe what we would like to see game wise for Microsoft?
Oh, game wise.
Are we going to wait? Are we going to wait till the end?
No, I think if we could try and think of one for each type one.
I'm hoping we actually get more Dying Light 2.
Oh yes, I completely forgot about
because that was shown last year
on EA's.
On
Microsoft.
So I'm hoping we get more Dying Light 2.
Yep.
Like actual, because all we got really was that little scenario that was going.
Yeah,
through.
which you could clearly probably tell it wasn't. Well, it may have been running in game, but it wasn't like running on a console in game.
Yeah.
It was like a dev kit that's specifically designed, and it was like probably very very scripted that bit.
So I'm hoping that
not as I don't think it was probably as bad as Anthem's original release 2 years ago. Oh, that turned out to be a complete fabrication.
Yes.
Lies.
Yeah, I'm hoping that because all we got really was that little scenario, and what I'm hoping is that we can actually see
how big it is,
how big this map, what the map is, what's in the map.
Yeah, it looks. What we saw last year, it was very dense as well. It was, because the one thing you've always said to me with Assassin's Creed is your biggest complaint about the change to Origins and
since
Odyssey.
Odyssey, especially my biggest complaint about Origins and Odyssey
is the fact that one of your favourite things to do in an Assassin's Creed game is literally go from one side of the map to another and not touch the ground.
Yeah.
Literally, like
the best thing, the Ezio trilogy, the best things about those games is the fact that you can go from point A to point B and never touch the floor. You are climbing rooftops and all that stuff, and it's great. And that disappearing, I mean, it came back slightly in Syndicate, but it disappeared after that.
Yeah,
and Origins and Odyssey. They're just not there, and stealth wise it's kind of just boring really in those games
for you,
for me, and that's why I haven't touched Odyssey. And Origins is just kind of
look, we all know we want one.
I just want Ezio back.
Well, we all know everyone wants either Ezio Auditore back, or we want a Assassin's Creed based in the Sengoku Jidai Japan period.
Yeah. Or
that's what we want.
Give me Assassin's Creed set in the future. Like actual time.
Yeah.
Desmond. I want to know what's going on. I want to see what the world's like.
You may be the only person that wants to know that, though.
I probably am.
Yeah. Anyway, that is Microsoft, and there's been a reason why I've been not moving on to the next one, because apparently the next one in the schedule is the one...
It's the one we don't... Nobody likes them anymore.
The Vista.
Oh, God. They are the only company I know that has thrown... Literally, they've not even, like, slowly drifted away or anything like that. They've literally took all the goodwill from their fan base and thrown it out the window.
It's... To say Fallout 76 started as a dumpster fire, and it did. I'm sorry, if a game was actually that was Anthem. Anthem was actually bricking consoles.
Yes. No, it was a dumpster fire. Fallout 76 was an absolute
dumpster fire, and it was the game that kept on giving.
Yeah,
not in a good way.
Not in good ways, no. What did they say? They banned somebody.
They banned someone for playing too long. Because he had too much
ammo.
And which he played 900 hours or something. It was a ridiculous amount of hours.
Yeah.
And if anyone has played a blooming Fallout game from Fallout 3, New Vegas, or Fallout 4 anyone knows is you play that game you play that game for like 10 hours. The one thing you will never be short of is ammunition. Because you just end up picking more and more and more up.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you may not have the ammunition you want for a certain gun, but pipe guns...
It's not that. It's, because as you progress in the game, you end up using less bullets because you're better at shooting.
Yeah. Well, that's a relative term for Fallout 4, but anyway.
Well, at least your VATs are there.
Yeah.
When you use VATs. If you're somebody who uses rifles a lot, right, as you progress through the game, you're going to use less and less bullets because you're going to hit them in the head more often. That's
very true. So, anyway, I think everyone knows the storm, the escapades, and how shall I put it? Interesting things that happened for Bethesda since the last E3. And I want to apologise because I thought Fallout 76 was going to be a terrible game. I did not know. But I was wrong.
I will put my hand up.
It was worse.
I will put my hand up and I said I was optimistic.
You were.
I was very optimistic. Although I am a very optimistic person.
I was pissed with Fallout 76.
I'm a very optimistic person. So I hold my hand up and was like, yeah.
Here's the thing, you're very optimistic. I'm as cynical as fucking shit. I am. When it comes to AAA companies and all their bullshit that they want to pull, I was cynical as hell. And I had a massive rant over the announcement for Fallout 76. Yes. And I want to say I was wrong, because it was even worse.
It was even worse.
It was even worse because I think I even said they have to release it without the bugs that they usually have, because you can't wait on the community to mod the fixes in because it's an online server. You can't do it that way. You won't be able to do it that way. And not only did they release it with the bugs that were in Fallout 4, but it was an even worse state than Fallout 4, which is, but anyway, we could literally spend hours talking about the escapades of Fallout 76 and everything that is wrong with that game. Bobby pins being just rattle up a few things. Bobby pins being too heavy, then being fixed, then being put back as being too heavy. Banning someone for playing too long so they had too much ammo. The fact that the developer room
got hacked into quite easily as well.
Apparently. And this was the best thing. Bethesda didn't know how they did it, so they were starting to ask them how they did it. And then there's like the bag.
Yes.
The canvas bag that wasn't a canvas bag, and apparently has anyone gotten a canvas bag yet?
I don't know.
And then
I'm assuming so, because they did say they were going to
send the rum, which looked as if it was going to come in a glass bottle,
which it didn't.
But it didn't come in a glass bottle. It came in a crap, cheaply made plastic one that didn't work.
Even though it would have cost them less to make it in the glass bottle.
To which the people that made it stated it would they spent more money making the plastic casing instead of making the.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And this is just the stuff off the top of our heads. There were hour-long videos dedicated to what happened and what is potentially still happening with Fallout 76. Then Bethesda, and I was interested in this until the first reports coming out of the early access people. Elder Scrolls Blades.
But to be honest,
the mobile game.
The moment, I think I said this last year, the moment they said mobile game, I said it's going to be microtransaction to fuck.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So, first things first, okay? I know we usually say, we've said that we were going to say what we want from each conference at the end. What I want from Bethesda is a frigging apology.
I might surprise you here. I'm actually looking forward to
Oh, no.
Bavista's-
I'm looking forward to it. Just not for the reasons you usually do.
Yeah.
I think the people who spend
I think
real
that guy.
money,
What was his name? Is it Todd? Is it Todd?
yeah,
The guy who came out and was like, "It's a real Elder Scrolls experience." It's not. It's not. By the way, it's not at all.
It's not.
I want him to stand on stage with a spotlight on him, and I want him to be like,
literally didn't they all the
I'm
other characters, so it's
sorry.
just him.
"Yeah,
And for them to say, to be perfectly honest, I think the PR team need to literally tell him, don't go on stage, don't do anything, because there will be people wanting to lynch you.
I also want Andrew WK back.
Yes,
Do a random,
just a random
song.
But
Like, what is
anyway,
this?
let's get on to the games that potentially could be shown on the Bethesda. Doom Eternal,
Which they'll definitely show. They'll show
Okay.
gameplay of.
yes,
'Cause they
we've
need
seen
people-
we've seen
We've seen gameplay of. It looks awesome.
It does look
I
amazing.
cannot wait. I love Doom. I love
Mick-
the last one that came out.
Doom 2016
2016
was just
was mwah.
perfect.
And
It's going to be, apparently Mick Gordon's doing the soundtrack again. I
Which
can't.
is fantastic.
I remember reading it, hearing it. Can I friggin' find the article? Can
Nope.
I bugger it?
but that's fine.
But I'm pretty sure Mick Gordon's doing the soundtrack to it again, which if he is, it means that we've got nothing to worry about on the music front.
Yeah.
Because, my God,
And
Doom
it's-
2016
and
is
it's-
amazing. And it's id Software. It's doing the single player.
with first
If there's
person
a
shooter,
if
they
they
know what
do
they're
the same thing that they did with Doom 2016, which had a multiplayer on when someone else did it, and then fine, they can do that because I don't give
I
a
didn't
shit.
even. Yeah, I didn't.
Because I'm not
going
going
to
to even touch the multiplayer. Yeah, I'm not even going to touch the multiplayer. Oh, actually, if they add in the creative mode where people could make their own levels,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that because that
Yeah.
was really impressive. The stuff people could do with that, and I love that sort of like created like the options. Like I love the Little Big Planet. The Little Big Planet series is one of my
Yes.
favorite ones because not because it's the greatest platform of all time. It's because the ingenuity and creativity of random people are just amazing. There were people who made like actual.
Somebody made BioShock
Yeah,
on Little Big Planet.
on Little
if I
Big
remember
Planet.
right.
Yeah, I
Somebody
remember
made
playing
Bio-
that.
We did that, yeah.
Yeah, and it was fantastic. It was brilliant, and I love that ingenuity, and I love seeing that ingenuity. So yeah, if they put in the
Create a level.
thing that I had in, then
I'll be good.
I'll
I'll
be down, definitely down for that. We may get something else for Wolfenstein Youngbloods.
We probably will get something to do with that. I love Wolfenstein.
Yep.
So, yeah, more Wolfenstein. I'm
Co-op
great with
Wolfenstein.
co-op Wolfenstein.
How
I'm
do you
really
how-
looking forward to co-op Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Like, my God, it's gonna be crazy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's gonna be absolutely mental.
It's going to be batshit crazy.
Because that was the one thing that was kind of upsetting about the new Colossus. It wasn't like because was it New Blood the first one or was it old? It was New Blood. Wolfenstein: The New Blood was the first one before the new Colossus, and
Yeah.
that was just batshit crazy from like the word go.
Yeah.
Straight off, just complete utter mayhem. The new Colossus kind of sort of took a step back and you kind of slowed into it. Like, I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything like that in case you haven't played it, but like later on, like nearly the end of the game, that's when things start going completely nuts with the blood and everything. But you kind of ease into it and it's kind of like, well, this is, if you've already played the New Blood,
If you played the first one,
if you played the first one, going into the new Colossus, it feels really slow compared to what the first one's like.
yeah,
And so what I'm hoping is for the Youngbloods is, especially with co-op, is that it's just absolute mayhem from start to finish. It's what I want.
it probably is going. I don't know. It may have like maybe a slower start based on not a slower start, but a slow-ish start based on what we've seen.
That's
in the
fine.
trailers.
I'm okay with that.
But it looks like they're going. It's like going to be like, okay, you've had time to adjust to the controls. You've had a couple of shootouts. Now we're just going to throw shit at you.
Here we go.
We're going to throw things at you and see how you do.
Are you ready for... With Mad Max, are you ready for the Thunderdome?
Yeah. Are you ready for the Thunderdome? You better be ready for the Thunderdome.
Nobody's ready for the Thunderdome.
If you're not ready for the Thunderdome, well, guess what? Here comes the Thunderdome.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Doom. I think we're actually going to get something to do with Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Because Bethesda need to do something here just to get people
Starbound.
back on their side. Starbound, I don't think we're going to get anything for Starbound.
Well, let's see. Last year, basically, Starbound and Elder Scrolls had the similar type of trailer.
Title.
Yeah, it was a title trailer. That was pretty much it. Starbound.
I think we're going to get a sort of... where they reveal like what the game's going to be about.
Possibly.
I think that's what we're going to get.
For
both Elder Scrolls and Starbound.
My one worry, my massive concern, is the problems with the creation engine that they have, that they clearly love, that they've built from scratch or whatever.
Which is shit.
It has a lot of problems on it.
It's shit.
Yes.
It's old. It's not shit, it's old. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
It's old. They need to revamp.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that they cannot make a new engine. They built an engine. They can clearly make a new one.
But they like this one.
Epic constantly upgrade the Unreal Engine. Constantly upgrade it. Bethesda clearly are not doing that with their creation engine.
No.
They're clearly not doing it.
No. And that's the thing, that's my worry, is that if they are still going to go down this route of like, no, we're putting everything in the creation engine and we're gonna, it's like the as the games have gone on, things have gotten worse bugs wise. They may look prettier per se. I mean, Fallout 76 is not exactly a good looker though.
Well, that's because everything's brown.
Yeah, no, but no, I mean like graphically, it's not.
Yeah, I know. That's because everything's brown.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that even if you compare that, right? Compare Fallout 76 to I'm trying to think of a first-person shooter, Far Cry 5.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree.
Fallout 76 to Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 came out before 76, and Far Cry 5 looks a much better game than 76.
It's a very pretty game.
It is,
especially when you get to like certain points in that game where there's like flowers everywhere, and it's generally quite.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Fallout 76. There is not much of a wasteland. There is some parts of it, but it's very there's a lot of environments and trees and greenery and all that, and it doesn't look as good. And that's the one thing that people used to give Bethesda like slack for any bugs that would show up, because I remember playing Oblivion as my first introduction to an Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah,
I remember playing Oblivion.
Best Elder Scrolls game. I don't care what anybody says. It's the best Elder Scrolls game. Oblivion. No,
and coming out of the prison into the when it opened up into the world, I remember my jaw dropping. Like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Yes. And it has, and like other games have like caught up and
Skyrim's quite nice. Skyrim's quite a nice game to look at.
Yeah,
it's very snowy.
Yeah, I think you can get away with you can
get away with a lot with snow.
With snow, yeah, exactly. But my point is like you can clearly tell that while other companies have like stepped up their, and I'm not saying fidelity of their graphics, but like made it look better.
Yeah,
smoother, not have as many bugs and have the open world loading. I mean, Spider-Man on the PS4 is just amazing.
Oh, if we're gonna mention Spider-Man, have you seen the trailer for the PS5 running Spider-Man?
Yes.
Like holy shit! Like
yeah,
it loads the map in no time.
That's because it's a solid state drive, and I'm like, please give us like 2 terabytes, please. I've had because otherwise we're going to only be able to fit one game on it.
I reckon we're going to have like it's going to be a 5 terabyte.
If it's 5 terabytes, I'm worried that that AAA companies are going to go, yeah, we can now put a terabyte fucking
installation.
1 terabyte installation. I would not put it past them.
Yeah.
Would not put it past them. But anyway, my one would. So there's Elder Scrolls 6. We may see something else from Starbound. I'd like to be optimistic for them.
I'm not. And I'm an optimistic person.
I think Bethesda need to either literally take the creation engine, strip it down to its bare parts,
and put it back together
and rebuild it from scratch, because clearly what they are using at the moment
isn't good enough.
Is not good enough.
No. Yeah, like I said, they need to. Their engine it's old. That's the problem. They need. I'm not saying they need a new engine, but they need to upgrade the creation,
or at least fix the things that are broken in the current one that they've got.
Yes,
because there's bugs in it that are like from Morrowind.
Yeah,
from Morrowind. It's like decade-old game, and there's still bugs in it. Those same bugs are still there, and they shouldn't be. I'm trying to think what else. Was there anything else that Bethesda had that we would see?
I don't think so. Unless they're going to announce Rage DLC.
Well, they might do.
They might do it. Because it'll be a small thing if they do it. But
yeah.
They might do.
So, yeah, like I say, looking forward to, hopefully, an apology from Bethesda. We're not going to get one. But
no.
But to be perfectly honest, to everyone that has spent money on any Bethesda game since
what
last
I'm looking
year,
forward to the most is the way, because the way Bethesda do things is they always come out and they always like spout that it's like grand adventures and all this sort of stuff, and I just generally want them to come out and be like that again, and but for people to just be like, nope. So, nope.
I want the EA conference from last year, that mood in the Bethesda.
It probably is going to be
because that was a hell of a you ain't said sorry, mate.
That was so funny.
That was.
I felt bad for that guy who came out for Battlefront. I genuinely felt bad for him.
Yes,
he was like, yes, hi.
So that's pretty much all I can scrounge up for Bethesda off the top of my head. Next up on the schedule is the PC gaming, and I could only find one game for a rumoured release, which is usual because everyone hypes up on the console releases.
Yeah, plus PC usually do their own thing.
Yeah.
You know, they don't usually... Plus also for PC, maybe not now because of Epic, but Steam usually has pre-orders, so a lot of people already know about the games that are coming out on PC.
But the rumour is a good one.
Ooh.
For anyone that remembers ye old point and click, no, not point and click adventure, ye old Western RPG of strategy and wizards and basically Baldur's Gate 3.
Hey,
which, you know, I mean, we didn't play. Well, we were not fortunate enough to have a PC that was able to play
the original ones
when they were first released. We were not privileged enough, unfortunately.
We did play.
We did have a PS2. We had the PS2, and we loved the hell out of Dark Alliance 2. We played the living. I think
we got everything in that game.
Yeah, we literally went through that. I think we played through that about 5 times at least within the first 6 months of us having it.
With the different characters.
With every single character, we literally went through that entire thing, did all the side missions. We did everything.
Do you know what? I generally wish they would re-release that.
Oh God, yes.
Dark Alliance 2 on the PS4, because it would have been a PS2 game.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, what can you do?
Yeah. So, speaking of re-releases, I really wish they would re-release Mod Nation Races. Even if it's just on PC, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want more Mod Nation Rages. I get it for the creative community that was just ridiculously good. But yeah, that was pretty much all I could find for PC. There's probably other rumours for other things, but I think that either they're like linked in with Bethesda or Microsoft or the other conferences. Yeah. So there's that. Also, there's Devolver Digital, but there's no point.
Devolver Digital, I never know what they're going to show.
No, they could show absolutely anything and everything. It's literally like, get drunk, get a dartboard, put a whole random bunch of stuff on there, throw darts at it,
and see where it lands.
And you may actually be right. So yeah, not much. I mean, I would probably say if it hadn't already been released, I would like to see more of Romance of the Three Kingdoms Total War. But that's already out.
That's already out.
It's already out. I need to get that game. I do. Really need to get that game. Next up is the weirdness that can only come from France. The Ubisoft conference.
Yes.
So,
what do we think?
Well, we're gonna have a Just Dance at the very beginning because it's Ubisoft.
We always have a Just Dance.
It's Ubisoft. But rumours are they have potentially a multiplayer roller derby called Roller Champions coming out, and they'll be announcing that.
Yeah. Well, look at that, eh?
There are already pictures leaked.
I want it to be crazy. I want it to be absolutely nuts.
I just wish it would be Speedball.
Yeah, that's what I want it to be.
I want it to be Speedball. I don't want roller derby. I want Speedball. I want ridiculously violent Speedball too. That's what I want. But yeah, apparently it's going to have character designs that are seen in Fortnite. So
alright.
That's alright.
That's
so that could be kind of interesting, especially if they all have the unique abilities. They could have unique abilities, or maybe they will go full of. Well, it won't be full Fortnite because it won't be a battle royale, which is good.
Yeah, come on.
But they could all look. They all have the same abilities and do the same things. They just all look different.
I think they're gonna go with because if I remember, because in roller derby you have people that are
there are specific roles that people have in roller derby.
They're not called guards, I don't think, but they're like your big big lasses who are there just to stop people from trying to take out.
Oh, yeah, to overtake them, basically. They're there. They are there to roadblock and
knock people down. That's their job. I'm guessing that's what they're going to. You're going to have your speedy ones who are to get through and all that stuff. So I'm guessing that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. That would be
all right, I think.
Pretty much. We probably are going to see Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I'm hoping we actually get gameplay.
I think
last year we only got
the second trailer.
It was a second trailer, and we got sort of an overview of what the actual world,
of
one of the worlds looked like, because they've said it's multiple worlds.
Yeah, there's multiple worlds.
Yeah,
and they had the whole we want people to create their own stuff, which again is a brilliant idea if implemented correctly. I'm part the cynical side of me is they're just doing this to get free content.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But like I say, if I could be
I think it's a good way to really start a community though.
Oh yeah, and also it's a case of as long as the people that put something in the game get credit for it, then that should be fine.
Yeah.
As long as they get credit for it, then it should be fine. I'm worried that won't happen, but I would love to be just a random pirate radio.
Oh, that would be amazing.
It'd be brilliant.
I don't think that's what it is, though. I think I'm
no,
sure
it's
it's
art assets. It's art assets and that.
Yeah.
But it's very vague in the terminology.
If you could be a pirate radio thing, I would.
Pirate radio.
That is exactly what I would do.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. I don't think we're good enough to be able to pull that off, though. But
I'll give it a good try.
We could try. Ghost Recon is another game that will probably be shown.
They already did that big reveal thing for Ghost Recon.
But we'll probably get gameplay with the Ubisoft voice.
We will get the game. We'll get the gameplay that was shown on the reveal.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
they actually showed gameplay.
Yeah, but did it have Ubisoft
Yes,
comms?
yes, it did.
Well,
yes,
we'll
it
get
did.
that. 'Cause I haven't seen it, so there. But okay, so now we get and also maybe Skull and Bones will be shown again. Maybe
The last time I heard anything about that, though, it was put on hiatus.
Yeah.
So whether we do or not, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we did, but I'm not going to be surprised if we don't.
You know what I would like for Skull and Bones is the ability to create your own like ships. Not necessarily like build from scratch sort of thing, but like have your banners and all that sort
I
of thing.
think
Like,
you can do that.
Like the clan system, where like your pirate fleets.
Yeah, I think you.
I mean,
actually
granted,
can
that
do
would mean we'd have a whole bunch of One Piece fleets.
Oh,
sailing around.
look! If Sea of Thieves actually was good,
Yeah.
One Piece, everybody would just be One Piece pirates.
Yeah, we would already have the One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece fleets.
I
sailing
mean,
around
this
Guadalajara.
you're gonna have One Piece.
Yes, it's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed.
Because the internet is the internet, and the internet will do what the internet does. But then on to like the big rumors. Watch Dogs 3.
It has been a while since the last Watch Dogs. Now,
Been there
it's been
3
a few-
years? 2 or 3
three-
years?
I
Now
think
here's the
it's been
thing.
three. I think it's
Here's
been
the
three
thing.
going on 4.
Yeah, here's the thing. And I really should have played the second one and put it on my channel, but I didn't.
I don't believe
I
it.
played Watch Dogs 1, and on the credits, after I played it, I basically said, what I want this to happen with this game, in this series, is what happened to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 1 was like one of the big first Ubisoft games on the PS3. It was like say, oh, it's good. It's not as good as it said it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then Assassin's Creed 2 came out, and everyone lost their shit. And Watch Dogs I said I want that to happen to Watch Dogs because it has the premise of it is good. And then Watch Dogs 2 comes out, and it wasn't as like, oh my god, it's the new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But it was still well received.
It's well received. It got good scores. Good.
And it does look a very, very good game. Again, it's one of those where it's like, I have 50 gigabytes.
I think the problem for Watch Dogs now is there are so many open world games now.
Yeah. And you can only have so much time in the day.
It's not just that. I think there is a fatigue.
Yeah.
Like for me, I've got the fatigue.
Like
of
when
open world
every
games.
game release was a shooter.
Yeah, like you just don't want to play that type of game anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't play.
It's.
I play. Okay, right. Example. I've played Rage for about 2 hours. I recorded it. While I was recording it, about halfway into the recording, I haven't uploaded them because I haven't uploaded anything since our Yakuza. About half an hour into it, I got bored. I was very bored, and it wasn't because it's a bad game. It was because it's open world again, and I'm just kind of tired
of it. Yeah.
of open world stuff.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why there's been a big, massive jump back into Grand Theft Auto roleplay. Because, yeah, it's an open world, but you have to stay in character all the time, and which means you can't go on massive murdering sprees and do whatever you want. You have to follow a lot of rules, and I think that's probably why there's been a big jump back into that, which is which is quite interesting. But again, we're going off on a tangent again, so we'll have to skip back on.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to Watch Dogs. When Watch Dogs 2 came out, it didn't get as big a fanfare, and I think that's the reason. I think people kind of just got sick.
People have gotten tired.
The same with Origins for Assassin's Creed. Origins came out, and that didn't really get. I mean, it got praise for changing up the style for Assassin's Creed, but it didn't get massive fanfare. Odyssey's come out, and that got a big fanfare. But that was, I generally feel that was more because of they've changed. They brought in the choice thing, and they brought in the fact that you can be a woman or a man.
Yeah, and it's an actual
choose who you want to be.
If you think about it, it's now an actual RPG.
Yeah, it actually works like an RPG now. So I think Odyssey did do a lot more than what Origins did.
Yeah. So there's Watch Dogs 3.
I would like Splinter Cell.
Another rumour for Watch Dogs 3 is that it may be set in London.
Okay.
Which...
Hey, if you're going to let me climb up the roof and jump over rooftops and shit, parkour rooftops and that. Because if you're in London, you might as well bloody do that. Yeah, alright, I'll give it a go.
We'll be keeping an eye out for it.
Splinter Cell. I would like a Splinter Cell.
Well, that's the thing. That's the rumor. Although it was rumored last year, and
nothing
and
came
the
up.
rumor.
A lot of people were disappointed last year.
A lot of people were disappointed that Splinter Cell, we did not get to see Sam Fisher, and again, the rumors are picking up again. I think.
You know what? Actually, with them already announcing Ghost Recon, I think there's more of a chance this time.
Yeah.
Because I would have thought, because when I saw the reveal of Ghost Recon, I thought, well, isn't that really something that you would show at E3 when it's this close to E3?
Yeah, why are you showing this here, not at E3? Why? They usually release it, so
you usually have some big announcement.
I'm wondering if you're all right, and it's like maybe now we're going to get Sam Fisher.
I mean, it's
donning the goggles.
Yeah,
again.
either Splinter Cell or possibly a new Rainbow Six. What I mean is like because Rainbow Six is Siege is a multiplayer.
Oh, like a proper
like a proper tactical Rainbow Six games.
I don't think they will. I think
maybe not.
Patriots was going to. Well, Patriots morphed into Siege, but Patriots was going to be like it's proper Rainbow Six tactical squad.
It may happen.
SWAT game.
We don't know.
It may do.
I'm leaning more towards Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I think Splinter Cell is probably the one.
What I'm saying is like how old is Rainbow Six now?
What, Siege?
Siege, yeah.
3-4 years, I think.
Yeah, 3-4 years. And this is Ubisoft.
It depends.
They don't like their IPs just sitting there.
I think for Rainbow Six, if we get anything, it'll probably to do with Siege.
Maybe
new stuff for Siege, which is fine. People, I mean,
Siege is good. I like Siege.
Well, we may get something for Honor as well. Maybe.
Oh, actually, yes. I think I heard of a rumor for Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. There's not like. I don't think it's going to be like a massive reveal. I think it's going to be something like
a new character.
Marching Fire was, because that was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Marching Fire, which is the chat when they announced the Chinese.
Year.
Was that last year?
That was last year.
I thought that was 2 years ago for some strange reason. I'm thinking maybe something like that, or it's going to be because they've already introduced 2 new characters, and they've already done the announcement for the 4 characters, and 2 of them have already been introduced. So I don't really see them being like, oh yeah, here's another character for.
Yeah, if they do anything for it, it'll be again.
I think it's going to be an expansion, like an actual expansion.
Yeah, if they do anything for it, it'll probably be like another group.
Yeah,
like they did with.
Which also, by the way, Ubisoft, can we actually make the Chinese an actual faction now and not just 4 characters? Because they still haven't done that.
Yeah,
we're still waiting. We're still the only factions are Knights, Vikings, and Samurais.
Which point of contest? Why are 2 Roman characters part of the Knights? They're not Knights. They're Romans. Also, the Centurion and the Gladiator are not Knights. But anyway,
digressing.
I am digressing. Next up on the schedule, that was pretty much it for Ubisoft. Is there anything that we haven't discussed that you would like to see?
I would like Ubisoft. For Ubisoft, I'm always looking at Assassin's Creed from Ubisoft. I'm always looking forward to a new reveal of Assassin's Creed, even if
you probably
won't play it. Because I didn't play Odyssey just because it generally, to me, it just looked like Origins, and I didn't.
Yeah, I'm worried. Yeah, I would like to not see another Assassin's Creed, because if we see another Assassin's Creed,
this is what I mean. Like for Assassin's Creed, like I said before, what I would like is something different from Assassin's Creed. I would like either a futuristic Assassin's Creed game. because that would be completely different to what they've done in the past. That generally would. Or I've always said that I would generally possibly like World War II, either Berlin or Paris.
Well, they've already done Paris with Unity.
Yeah, but
so Berlin.
But the thing is, the fan base kind of just shove Unity away, so that game doesn't exist.
Speaking of Unity, I think Ubisoft actually gave Unity away for free.
Yes, they
after
did.
What happened to?
Yes, they did. Which I don't know which is worse: Notre Dame burning down, or the fact that Ubisoft gave that game away, actually tried to give that game away to people.
Well, it wasn't.
Which is a worse.
It was so that people could actually go into Notre Dame in the game and look at it.
Well, if you can actually move in that game, because that game is buggy as hell.
You never know. They may have fixed it.
They may have.
Look,
fixed it.
remember when we played
it is
that,
Ubisoft.
When we played that, there was bugs galore, but the multiplayer worked like a fucking dream.
Yeah,
and then they fixed all the bugs, and the multiplayer
just died.
broke. They broke the multiplayer and fixed the rest of it, and it was like, oh, why did you have to break the multiplayer? It was so. Oh, anyway, digressing.
But yeah,
I thought I'd mention a nice little.
But Unity was the game that kind of everybody just sort of like, yeah, that game exists, but nobody plays it. Yeah, so nobody recognizes.
Yeah, because
it's not like Free where everyone's like, yeah, it's there.
Yeah,
and we kind of play it. But Unity was just so buggy. It just
so. That's Ubisoft. Like I say, I would like them not to show you an Assassin's Creed game because if they do, they're falling back into the same thing when that led to Unity.
Yeah,
you know,
but
they released Assassin's Creed.
That's why I'm saying,
yeah,
if they could give us something that's completely different.
Yes, but the problem is like we had Origins 2 years ago.
Yes.
And then and everyone was like, "Oh my god, they've took a break. They've given us this brand new Assassin's Creed game, which has completely new mechanics and completely new everything." And it's a breath
nothing in the map.
It was a breath of fresh air for a lot of people.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
And then they literally went a year later at the next E3 and went, "Here's Assassin's Creed Odyssey." Which is pretty much exactly like
Origins.
I mean, there probably is differences, but it's like you can't make it a game.
To be honest, to be completely honest, Origins and Odyssey are not Assassin's Creed games.
No,
they are not. They are more closely more like The Witcher than they are an Assassin's Creed
game. Yeah, I mean, hell, how many people do you actually assassinate in?
Oh, you do actually assassinate them in
Odyssey.
Origins. Odyssey, I don't know.
Yeah,
because obviously I haven't touched it. But Origins, you do assassinate.
That's the thing.
You do assassinate people in Origins. It's just kind of all. It's all kind of boring.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Ubisoft, please don't release another Assassin's Creed game. Just
tease. I have tease one. Don't give us anything. Do it Bethesda. Don't give us anything but the title. And I'll be fine with that from you. And like I said, Microsoft, I would like Dying Light 2. Mm-hmm. There are a couple of other games that I reckon they'll show, but for the life of me, I can't think of them.
So next on to the schedule is Square Enix.
It's just going to be Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is clearly going to be, and I want to see the best girl of the series, Tifa.
I'd like to see everybody. I'd actually like to see everybody.
I would like to see everyone as well.
Design for everybody.
I was the one thing I took
apart from Cat Sif. I don't want to see Cat Sif because he's horrifying as just like squares and triangles. Like he's going to be horrifying to look at.
But he's not
in HD.
He's not. He's going to be a mechanical giant Moogle.
No, that thing is horrible.
With a cat on top of it.
That thing is horrible to look at. That thing gives you nightmares. Advent Children, he's in it for like 2 seconds, but I saw him and he still gives me nightmares.
Oh yeah.
No.
Although to be perfectly honest, ideally I would like the Moogle, the voiceover from Team 4 Stars. I want that Moogle in the remake.
He's just like proper depressed.
Proper depressed. I would love that. Not going to happen, but I can dream. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be probably potentially release date. I still don't like the episodic decision. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I don't think it'll work.
If they give us a world map, I'll forgive them. I'll let it slide. If we get a world map after Midgar,
yeah, possibly,
I'll let the episodic thing slide. My main worry for the episodic thing is like what are they gonna do because they're gonna have to do something to block people off for leveling, because you're just gonna get grinders who are gonna if they don't, you're just gonna get people who grind
like me?
To level 99
like me.
By the time you get to episode 2, to which by that point you're so overpowered because you'll have mastered your materia.
Yeah. You'll have literally infinite money because you'll have mastered all a good 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
Which, if they have the same system as they had in the original release on the PS1, the best way to make gil in Final Fantasy VII, everyone, is basically master your all materia, then sell that master, because you very rarely are in a fight long enough to use it more than once.
Yeah.
So you use the new all and basically sell the mastered one, and that would sell like for
it was a lot.
It was a lot of money. I don't think it was 1 million gil, but it was like 5 or 6 figures.
Another good way is to master a summon. It takes a while, but you master a summon, and that thing sells for buttloads.
That sells for summons for the thing is that sells for millions. But the problem is with that is that you want to make sure you have the master summon material first before you do that.
Yeah.
And that takes so much time before you can actually start making money.
I did say it takes time.
Yeah. But yeah, all's the easiest one to... Yeah, that's if they have the same system. And I want them to have the same system. Materia system in as the original PS1 release. But yeah, I don't know how... It's like, I guarantee you, right, the problem with episodic... and if they don't stop us, if they don't have a level cap, is there will be people like me who will literally just go and farm, for example, the Midgar Zulum.
Yeah.
If I'm pronouncing it right, I'm probably not. Or who will farm those specific... There are specific areas in Final Fantasy VII I know off by heart where I literally go, right, I'm at this point in the game, I'm going here, I am farming XP like no tomorrow. And, many people will go, oh, that's grindy, oh, I don't like that. But I loved it. I loved going in and just wiping the floor with all these mobs. Loved it. I didn't care. I guarantee, and depending on how long it takes between episode 1 and episode 2, and episode 2 and episode 3, and episode 3 and episode 4, between releases, I may get to the point where it's like episode 2, I'm like 20 levels higher than I should be, and have like Cure 3, which they'll probably rename them. They won't have Cure 1, 2, and 3, and Lightning 1, 2, and 3. It'll be Lightning, Thundaga, and it'll be Thunder, Thundaga, and Thundaga, and Fire, and Fireaga. That's what they'll do, which is fine. I don't mind them doing that.
We know exactly what they mean.
Yeah,
so
it's the same thing. It's just the fact that it just doesn't sound. It sounds a bit more. Makes more sense.
My other worry is the summons. How are they going to work?
Yeah, how are they going? I like I said, it looks like it's going to work similar-ish to Kingdom Hearts in a way.
That's not what I want.
I know that's not what you want.
I don't want that. I don't really like the summoning system in
Kingdom Hearts. Right. What I mean is, it's not going that the combat is going to be similar. Looks similar-ish, and again, this is just me going off what I've seen. I want to see more like actual in depth and being shown how it actually works. But the way it looks like it works is it's similar-ish to Kingdom Hearts, but the summons should work the way that they do in Final Fantasy VII, where it's literally one summon, Done. Massive amount of damage. You get the cutscene of the summon, massive amount of damage.
Yeah.
And I don't want Final Fantasy blooming 15 summon system where it's like, you're nearly dead, now you can summon.
You're about to die.
Yeah, try and summon this thing.
It's a good thing Ramua's your friend.
I just don't want that. I want to be literally like, oh, I can't be arsed with this fight. Do you know what? I'm going to see Neil Bormon from the sky. Neil Bormon, the badass dragon that's too big for the friggin' planet, just nuke you from orbit. That's what I want to see.
I'm too bored with this. Odin, cut them in half.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to see the cutscene, and I want to see everything dead.
That's all we want.
That's all I want. That's what I want. I want old school fucking Final Fantasy VII summons. I want Alexander to come out from the ground and hit them with holy lasers.
Yeah.
I want to see Knights. I want Knights of the Round. I don't want it. I don't want it
Knights
short.
of the Round to be ridiculous.
I want Knights of the Round to be ridiculously long.
To be ridiculously long and stupid.
Yeah.
Just really, really stupid.
Really,
Knights
no point.
of the Round is a stupid summon. It is really, really stupid. There is no need for that summon to be that long.
And yet, it is still awesome.
It's still awesome. Like
we still want it.
Yeah, we still definitely want it in there.
I want Chocobo, and I want Chocobo to have two different forms of summons, so that one every now and then you get fat Chocobo to just come from the atmosphere and just go land on them. That's what I want. That's what I want. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I want more details. I want them to announce that they're changing their mind regarding the episodic, even if it means delaying the game. I want them to change their mind on it. That's what I want. That's how much against the episodic I am, and especially when like we've got like games now that have been episodic that you're not getting an ending to now. Telltale Games.
Yeah. Well, actually, Walking Dead did finally get the end, but a different company took over.
Yeah.
To do that.
But again, it's like that's the problem with episodic. If the development team stopped for whatever reason, and I know Square Enix is this giant, like massively with massive amount of financial clout and all that, so the odds of them not being able to finish this is thin. But it's like, well, we don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 years.
That's true.
We don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 years. I mean, hell, who thought 2 years ago, or just over 2 years ago, that Britain was going to leave the EU? No one.
Yeah, you got a point there, yeah.
Exactly. So it's like no one can predict like 1 to 2 years what's going to happen to 1 to 2 years. Who would have thought 2 years ago that there would be people in Congress in America talking about banning loot boxes in video games? No one. Absolutely no one. And this, so I just want them to release. I want to basically.
You want the whole game.
I want to. If I was like hyped enough and wanted it enough and dumb enough to literally play non-stop, to be able to take Final Fantasy VII on launch and play it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Grinding and all. That's what I want. I won't get it, but it's what I want.
Do we think we're going to get anything else from Square Enix?
Yes, there'll be more. What exactly, I don't know. Probably Dragon Quest Builders 2. I know that game is...
It's out in Japan.
It's out in Japan. For anyone who doesn't know,
it's
basically Minecraft with a Dragon Ball Z
aesthetic and a bit of a better story.
Yeah.
It's out in Japan now. I think it's out next month. Dragon Quest.
So we'll probably see something for that. I'm trying to think what else.
I think they have announced that there's going to be story DLC for Dragon Quest 10. I want to say it is. I don't know.
The latest one.
Is it 9? 10?
No, it's not 9.
10 then.
Must be 10.
10. It's probably. It'll probably be there. Hey, if they want to announce Dragon Quest Warriors 3, you
never know, they might do. Also, if they want to announce a PS4 for basically a modern version of Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King.
Or if they want to announce,
Would not be complaining at all.
Or if they want to announce maybe a new Nier game, that would be
that would be fine as well.
That would be welcome, most welcome.
Yeah, so there's not much I could find on Square Enix.
I think for Square Enix, because the hype has been Final Fantasy
VII. It's overriding everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because they do publish like other games from like other developers, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
Well, like I said, Nier, because that was Platinum who did Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Even did they do the original Nier Square Enix?
No.
No. Did they publish it?
No. I don't think they did. Anyway,
Drakengard. You never know. I think they do.
Oh yeah, Drakengard.
Drakengard.
Oh, actually, if they could give us a friggin' remake of what's the dragon one?
What's the dragon one?
I had it and it's gone.
Drakengard?
No, it's not Drakengard. It's a different one. It's Legend of the Dream.
Yes.
Legend of the Dream.
Yes.
Give us a remake of that.
A proper front mission.
Oh
That
God,
would be nice.
yes.
A proper new
Proper new tactical front mission where I can make my own mechs and turn them into Gundams, or more importantly Doms. That'd be brilliant. I'd love that. That's not going to happen, no. But yeah, the Legend of Dragoon. Because I was unfortunate enough not to be able to actually get that game when it was released on the PlayStation 1. I would really like an opportunity to do so, please. Thank you very much.
Do we think Capcom's going to reveal anything? Because it'll be during the Microsoft thing. When they do. Last year
Season 3, probably what they're going to release for Season 3 or 4 for Street Fighter 5. I'm trying to think if is there an actual character I want?
Are there any characters left?
Yes.
No, Phelan. Yeah, Phelan would be nice.
Phelan, Dudley maybe.
Oh yeah, Dudley, definitely Dudley. Guy.
Yeah.
Since we've got Cody now.
Yeah, we got Cody. Guy. We need Guy.
Guy would be nice. Is it Alex? Not Alex. What the hell is his name? I know Alex is already in, isn't he?
Yeah, Alex is already in.
I'm trying to think because most of the ones now are the Alpha series.
Yeah, there's quite a few Alpha series that are coming in. Goken.
Oh yes, Goken.
I want Goken because I remember us putting Goken versus Sagat on max computer level, computer v computer. And for the first 20 seconds, it was just a fireball fight. Yeah. This is the computer, this is the AI, and it was just a fireball fight for the good 20 seconds. It was amazing. Oh. But yeah, that's pretty much it for those. Nintendo are going to actually be at E3. Usually they just do their Nintendo Direct, but they're actually going to be at E3.
Do they have like? Do they have a stage presence, or do they have?
Yeah, for rumors are according to the schedule, they actually have a stage, and
I'm trying to think what they could announce because like they've already announced Pokemon.
Rumors are going to be a new Switch, so potentially like a more powerful one, like they've done with the 3DS.
Yeah,
the Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
Like a more powerful version, a more up-to-date version. Which means, if you don't have that version, newer games are not going to run as well. Cheers.
That's fine. I like my Switch. My Switch is fine.
They'll probably show something for... The rumors are they may have something for Fire Emblem, the new one, 3 Houses.
That's out next month, so...
No, they'll definitely have something for that. We may see actual proper gameplay of Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Alright, I'm down for that.
Which will be very, very good. I'm looking forward to Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's...
Rumours are that they've actually based this one around Britain.
Yeah, apparently it's going to be... Because, like, they do have, like... Obviously the Kanto region is obviously Japan.
Yes, Kanto is Japan.
And then they're like, one's America, one's Hawaii.
Yeah, Sun and Moon
Sun and Moon is the last one. Is at Hawaii, but more importantly, this is the first Pokemon game that they are releasing on their console.
Yes,
and I mean proper Pokemon game, not this Colosseum rubbish that they had on the GameCube.
Or the Snap or anything like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I want to get Pokken because it's a beat up game with Pokemon. I mean, why wouldn't you? But like proper, like go beat gyms and raise your Pokemon and.
I do generally hope that there's like a multiplayer element other than trading and
fighting.
I do hope there's like you and your mate can sort of like just be in the same game.
Yeah.
And travel. Together.
That'd be amazing.
I would really
that would be amazing. I don't think it will, but that would be amazing if it could. Apart from that, I couldn't find anything else. Is there anything you want Nintendo to tell you that we would like to see from Nintendo?
Anything on Metroid?
Oh
Prime.
Yes,
because they did say that they were starting again because they weren't.
Happy with the game as it was,
which is fine. I would rather them release a game that is.
Yeah, I think this is the thing with a lot of developers where they go, oh, we've told you we've got this release date, we have to hit this release date, and it's like, but and I think Metroid has proven it. It's like if you're open and honest,
well, actually,
and not just like go, oh, we're delaying it for this long. Like if you are open and honest and saying, hi guys. The game's not in a good position where we're not happy with the game as it is. So we're going to have to... Unfortunately, we don't want to do this, but we're going to have to delay it. So we're going to work hard on it. We're going to try and make it as...
that's what... I don't know who the publishers are. Well, the developers are, but that's pretty... You know, do you remember Code Vein? That's pretty much what happened. Because Code Vein got a lot of hype after its reveal.
Speaking of Code Vein, that may be shown on E3.
That's probably going to be Microsoft. That is a game I'm looking forward to.
There's people with beta testing. I've seen some of it on Twitch, and it's like
it looks really cool.
Basically, anime Dark Souls.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It is basically anime Dark Souls, and I do not see a problem with this.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm not displeased. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like the conferences that I found on the schedule.
I think what I'm most looking forward to is probably Nintendo.
Yeah. There was a couple other rumors, but just those that I couldn't actually like think of where they were going to go. Probably Microsoft, but then there's a couple that are clearly not going to be on Microsoft. Obviously, there's Devolver Digital. That's going to be it. Devolver Digital's conference is going to be Devolver Digital's conference. There's nothing that can describe what they do.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just
get
it's
drunk.
Amazing.
Just get drunk and watch.
It's amazing.
That's all you can do.
No one should. There should not even be an argument as to who wins E3. It should just basically go to Devolver Digital.
It is always Devolver
every
Digital.
year because it's Devolver Digital and they are weird and amazing.
They're great.
But anyway, other rumours. THQ Nordic, which is basically the remnants of what THQ used to be.
This I'm genuinely surprised at.
Yeah, Darksiders. Rumours are another Darksiders rumor.
That's really only just come out.
Yeah, it's not even a year. So I'm kind of wondering, like, are you really? You sure about that? You're not just gonna like do a definitive edition of Darksiders 3
or DLC expansion?
DLC expansion for it? Could be. But also destroy all humans. Now, I didn't really play this.
I didn't play the first one. I played the second one, and I wasn't a fan.
Well, the second one wasn't as good as the first one, apparently. But it's a bit of an odd one. I mean, it does have a following. There are people that like and enjoyed the first Destroy Whole Humans, and apparently you could do some really weird and random shit in it. And it was, you could have a blast. Wasn't something that stoked my interest. I don't think it stoked your interest.
No.
And to me, it's a bit of a weird one because it's been away for so long. But then again, it's been away for so long, so it could be like
it is also THQ Nordic, and I don't think they have a lot of IPs.
No.
So
they may be trying to get what they have and get it out so that they can focus on it. Maybe
which is why we might be getting a new Darksiders, because it's like
possibly
we need to get these games out.
Possibly. There's only a couple of other rumours that we can potentially. I don't think this one is going to be shown because I don't see the reason why they would need to. But if it means I see Hideo Kojima,
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding,
with them doing the new reveal thing and the release date trailer, I really doubt we're going to see anything from.
But then again,
plus I think it's a PlayStation exclusive. But then
again, it's Kojima.
Yeah, it is Kojima. I think it's a PlayStation exclusive, and if PlayStation's not there,
and I've got to once again say, I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, because for whatever reason, I got his name stuck in my head wrong, and every time it's like I have to think about saying it, so I don't know if I'm saying it right, and I really hope I need to look it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, Death Stranding. If it's there, I'll be excited. If it's shown anywhere, I'll be like, yes, more Death Stranding. We still won't know what the hell's going on with it.
We are getting that game, and we are going to go through that.
Yep.
We are going to go through the weirdness together.
Yep. And then a collab between George R.R. Martin and From Software.
That's probably going to be through Microsoft. The Xbox.
Possibly. That will probably be on Microsoft. But everyone's thinking like, oh, is it a Game of Thrones game by the people that do Dark Souls?
I hope not. I really don't want it to be that.
I'm thinking like, how it's like, do I want that game?
I don't want that
Do
game.
I need that game? Probably not.
I would like something new.
But then again, I was like, apart from like the very beginning of Game of Thrones, I've not really followed this. And after the end of the series and the comments and opinions that have been thrown out into the world of that ending, I'm actually quite glad that I didn't watch all of it. So, yeah, it's a weird one. It's like, well, clearly there's a fan base for Game of Thrones. But then again, it may not be a Game of Thrones. It may be just something from George R.R. Martin that's been done by From Software.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have to see. I'm curious as to what it will be. I hope it won't be Game of Thrones, because then that'll be a curveball. Then everyone will go. Personally, I want them to release Armored Core 6, please.
That would be great.
Please, I want more mecha. Please, thank you. Please. I mean, I'm getting my tactical mecha fix from BattleTech. My God, that game is amazing. I'm crap at it, but it's amazing. And that's pretty much everything I could dig up. I think we've been speaking long enough for everyone. Before we go, is there anything that we haven't discussed that you want to see?
I'm disappointed that Sony's not there. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
Mainly because I want to see Ghost of Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. I want to see more of that.
Oh, God, yeah. We may still get to see more of that, although where on earth it'll fit, I do not know.
Well, it's a Sony exclusive, so if Sony aren't there, it's not going to be shown.
I'm trying to remember who...
Sucker Punch.
Oh, God, yeah, so yeah, that won't go... that one... yeah, that's not being shown, which is a bit disappointing. It's like, so I do wonder what the hell is going to be shown
for the PlayStation Direct.
Yeah, following E3. I think
we're going to get like Ghost of Tsushima and
yeah, we'll get basically everything that everyone wanted to see at this E3.
Yeah,
pretty much. So yeah, I think my one thing with the current like Sony v Microsoft at the moment, the console generation, and this is not really E3, but it is in a sense because of what Sony are doing, the fact that they're not being there. They've decided like, no, we don't need to be there. It's like whoever leads the console, whoever's deemed to be leading the console war, tends to be a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Like with the 360, Microsoft were fucking arseholes, and when they wanted to release the Xbox One and decided like, yeah, everything's going to be DOM and you won't be able to trade and all this shit. And then Sony were just like, yeah, no, you can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you like. It's fine. We don't care.
It's fine. And now that Sony are leading, they're like, oh, you can't play with your friends if they're on another console or on the PC.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, guys, just... I mean, the one saving grace is that announcement that they did that they were going to like work together for streaming.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Don't know how long that'll last. But again, it's like, I just want you to be... Just don't be the dick when you're in front.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Well, by the sounds of things, and this isn't just Sony, by the sounds of things, Microsoft, because Microsoft are wanting to release their games on Steam.
Yeah, which is
which is a really good thing. I think both companies have realised that they kind of need to...
We may get something regarding that at E3.
Yeah.
So that may be good, because they may literally go, yeah, everything on the this would be amazing if they announce it. I don't think they will, but if they stay, yeah, everything on the Microsoft Store
is on Steam.
As of right now is on Steam. That
actually
would be the greatest thing Microsoft has done.
Actually, I think, they probably could do it.
They could. I don't think they will, but they could. And I want them to. Because there are some games I'm like, I would like you, but I don't want to go into the Microsoft Store.
I don't want it.
Hellscape is not what I want to deal with right now. So no. And that's pretty much it. Is there anything else that you can think of?
Bloodborne 2.
Oh, that's it. Yes.
Give me Bloodborne 2. It's not going to be that.
From Software, you want Bloodborne 2.
It's not going to be that.
I want Armored Core 6.
But
we know neither of us are going to get what we want.
They're never going to happen. It's never going to happen, people.
I think the worst thing that has happened... Well, it's not the worst thing that happened, but in a sense, it's like the worst thing to happen to the Armored Core series is the popularity of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Because it's like... Armored Core has always been a niche game, and Dark Souls is like fucking huge. And it's like, why would we make this when we can make this?
Maybe they'll actually remaster an actual remaster from Software, not that crap that is the Dark Souls remaster. It's not a remaster. That's a port. Anyway, back to this. Maybe they'll remaster Demon Souls.
No, they could do that. Would be good because I only got so far into Demon Souls, and I
almost completed that game, and then my PS3 died.
So the one thing you would like to take from this E3 is either announcement for Bloodborne 2 or proper remaster of Demon Souls.
Yes.
And this is both from Software.
Yeah.
If I could take one thing out that I don't know is coming, but I really, really hope it is, Armored Core 6. I really would like an Armored Core 6.
Actually saying that, I would the Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
I love Dying Light, so Dying Light 2.
But I think what I mean is, like, we have a good incline that Dying Light 2 is going to be there.
Yeah.
Whether it's actually shown as a trailer on the thing, we don't know. But for like something that would be completely out of left field that no one's been talking about.
Yeah.
Yours is Bloodborne 2. Mine is Armored Core 6.
Yeah.
And
Bloodborne 2 is not going to get announced because that's a Sony exclusive, so that's not happening.
It's not happening.
Although the PlayStation Direct, if it comes out, I'm still classing this PlayStation Direct as part of E3. By the way, so if it comes out then all is forgiven.
All is forgiven. Yeah, that is pretty much our hopes, fears, and ramblings about the coming E3 Electronic Entertainment Expo of 2019.
And we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you next weekend. I am off on holiday, though, so it's a mini announcement as well.
Woo!
Woo! I'm off on holiday for a week. For 5 days.
I'm just off.
You're just basically.
I could record.
No, you're just not at work.
I'm just not at work. I can actually record this week.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap!
And
I
upload.
can actually have time to record.
Yeah, you actually have time to record. Holy shit!
I'm not gonna, but
Oh, you might do. You never know.
No, I'm not going to.
But anyway, that has been this video. We probably rambled on a little bit too long, but a little bit. It's fine. Hardly anyone will probably watch
No one's going to watch this anyway, so who cares?
Well, you never know. It might explode. It won't, but it might. It won't. But it's self-deprecation. It's perfect. Anyway, thank you everyone. For all of you who have watched this video, thank you very.
If you've managed to get to this point in the video, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Future self, remember to put in the places, the websites you'll be able to get whatever information you can. And we will see you the next videos will be us discussing what was shown at E3.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I am indeed. I am. I mean,
I enjoyed it last year.
We know exactly who we know exactly who we're going to be watching while we watch the E3 thing. Yes. I'm going to tell you, but it's fine. Because if a suggestion, if you can get to watch someone else
watch
E3,
who would it be?
No. Just do that instead of just watching E3, because my God, it can get boring as hell.
Alright, what's a streamer? Find a streamer who's watching
E3.
Because usually they're quite funny with the remarks.
Yeah. And go watch them, because it doesn't matter who. If it's someone that you enjoy watching, do that. Because it's much better than just watching some guy in a suit or whatever they decide is fashionable, like the suit top and t-shirt, which makes no sense to me.
It's the gamer chic.
But anyway, go watch that. Until then, we will see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you then. Toodles.
Bye now.